Hi everyone, welcome back. So today in this video we're going to discuss about Airlines Codeshare Agreement. So if you ever come across a news where any news says that American Airlines had a codeshare agreement with Korean Air or Emirates had a codeshare agreement with any other airline, so don't get confused. Today we are going to discuss more about this so that you get a better idea on this. For an example, if you have ever booked a flight with one airline and then after the booking is confirmed, you find out that your flight will actually be operated by a different airline, then you have experienced code sharing. So it's like you booked a flight from Delhi to Paris with Indigo Airlines at Indigo's booking website, and when you receive the confirmed ticket, for your surprise, you find out that you're flying from Delhi to Doha in an Indigo aircraft and then Doha to Paris on Turkish Airlines aircraft. In that case, please don't get surprised. Don't think that it's a mistake. It's just that you have booked a code share flight. So, code sharing is a common practice in the airline industry since years. So, when two or more airlines share the same flight under their own airline codes, this means that even though you have booked your ticket with one airline, you may actually be flying on a plane operated by another airline. So, why do airlines do this? There are a few reasons which we come across. Like, first, it allows the airlines to offer more destinations and flight options to the customers without having to operate all those flights themselves. It also allows airlines to improve their connectivity and networking by partnering with other airlines. So, another benefits of code sharing is that it can help airlines reduce the costs by sharing flights with other airlines. They can save on operational expenses such as fuels and maintenance costs. However, there are some downsides to the code sharing as well. For example, if you encounter a problem with your flight, it will be more difficult to resolve it with the other multiple airlines involved, and it may also cause confusion for the passengers because they might not realize that they will be flying on a different airline than the one they booked with. Despite all these challenges, code sharing remains a popular practice in the airline industry, and almost every now and then we come across a news where it says so and so airlines have partnered with so and so airlines. So, talking about Indian aviation, Indigo and Vistara stands out the most. So, as the recent one was French and Dutch connection with Indigo, and then the other one was on November 7th, Indigo signed an agreement with Qatar Airways, where Qatar and Indigo will be sharing each other's passenger, and the other one was with an Australian airline, and Vistara also is among the talks. They also have one of the major connections with different airlines like Singapore Airlines, British Airways, Japan Airways, and Canadian Air. So now let's understand some basic policies that must be set by the airline. So since it's a codeshare flight and different airlines will be involved, at times the policies change, and the first question that comes to our mind is always about a baggage allowance. How much baggage allowance I'm gonna be able to carry? So it is always preferable to please look into your reservation itinerary which you get after making a booking. So depending on the economy and business class, the baggage allowance may vary. So the correct details will be available on your booking ticket. Please verify before traveling so that you don't have a hassle later at the airport. And the other questions that may come up in your mind is like whether I can do a web check-in for my codeshare flights or not. So definitely you cannot do a web check-in for your codeshare flights. And then the next question that comes into our mind is meals, whether we'll be provided meals or not. So please don't worry, delicious meals will be provided on all the sectors of your codeshare flights. Let's talk about visa now, and it totally depends on your nationality and which country you're from and which your country going to. Mostly if you're transiting within 24 hours, you don't require, and if it's more than 24 hours, you really require it. So it's better to check with the airline with which you're traveling and to the country which you're going. The immigration website would give you the best information, and I hope we have covered most of the details about code sharing. So if you are someone who keeps traveling, or if you are working in aviation industry, so this is something that you should really be aware of. And in case if you think that if I have missed something or if you have any doubts that you want me to clear, Please feel free to mention them in the comment section. I'll reply to as many questions as possible. Until then, have a great day ahead and see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.